All right, look at us, already working out here in the kitchen. Chef Tom Williams from Brambleton Avenue's Kroger, 4404 Brambleton Avenue at the foot of Bent Mountain.
Yeah.
What you working on here, buddy?
I'm working on a little bit of salmon. Going to do some salmon.
What do you say to the people who call it salmon?
I just say, thank you, would you like some salmon?
Ah, very good.
And I am in a, customer service field. So
right.
I have to be nice to the customers. So, anyway, we got a little bit of fresh Atlantic salmon that Walter back in the fish department got for me. We're going to take some Dijon mustard, some fresh thyme, some wasabi.
Wow, that seems like a lot of wasabi.
Yeah, well, it's just going to be brushed on there, and then some. And I was doing a little research naturally. What we call wasabi over here, and you get in most of your restaurants, is actually just a blend of mustard powder, grated horseradish, and some coloring, and a little bit of starch. The real deal that they grow in Japan is like $80 a pound.
Wow.
So you don't see a lot of that over
No.
So
by the way, may I mention that I mowed my grass last night, which leads to my allergies going bananas. We're right next to the door where the pollen comes in.
Right.
Then you have the nerve to put horseradish literally right under my nostrils. You don't think my sinuses are opening up right now? I better go man myself with a napkin just in case the waterworks start happening here.
Mustard mixture onto our.
I'll stay away from everybody's food. How about that?
That's a good idea.
So what are we doing?
I'm brushing the mustard mixture onto and horseradish mixture onto our fish here.
Right.
And then I'm rolling it in some potato flakes. And I've got a medium-high skillet over here.
So is that just literally, we say potato flakes, it's just instant potatoes.
You got it.
That's awesome.
Good old Kroger brand. And we're going to put the fish in here for a couple minutes per side, let them brown up a little bit. Then it's going to go into a 400-degree oven for about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll be serving it. And I'm going to, since your co-host is not present,
right.
We're going to have some wilted greens.
Oh, very good.
Some wilted spinach with this, which I'm sure she would appreciate.
Sure.
And then it'll be off to the races with this.
So salmon, a lot of folks like to grill it this time of year.
Yeah.
This dish does not lend itself to that, or does it?
No, it would not. But it was 40 degrees outside this morning, Bob. I really didn't feel like going out.
Hey, I'm with you.
So,
right.
Normally I'd be game, but today I was just like, no, I'm not into that. So. So like I say, about a minute and a half per side. Going to let it brown up a little bit. It's looking good. We're going to turn them over without burning ourselves.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's working out. It's working out.
I'm rooting for you.
And then it'll go into that oven. 400 degrees. 4 or 5 minutes until it's flaking.
And that's the deal with salmon. It doesn't take long, does it?
No, it does not. So anyway, and then when we come back out, I'll have to remind ourselves that it is a hot pan in the oven.
That's a good idea.
So that we don't.
What are we doing special with the spinach?
The spinach is going to be wilted in some sesame oil, a little bit of a little soy sauce, and some garlic.
Okay.
There was another preparation I was looking at when I was coming in to do this today that used miso paste, but I'll pull that one out later.
Okay.
I like
we have about 45 seconds left in this segment. This recipe that we'll have online, VirginiaFirst.com, under the morning menu tab. Does this lend itself to any other types of fish other than
Sure, you could use catfish would work really well. Tilapia naturally would work well. I don't think I would go into like the sea basses and the halibuts because they're just perfect by themselves. They don't need a whole lot of help. You could probably do this with tuna. I've crusted tuna in some things before. So yeah, those would work out nice. You could probably even use like chicken. It probably would work.
Yeah. And by the way, we got the Kentucky Derby coming up in just a couple weeks. Anything we can do to promote horseradish leading up to the Kentucky Derby.
Like in our meatballs.
There you go. Exactly. It's great stuff. All right, he's Chef Tom Williams from 4404 Brambleton Avenue, the Kroger store there. And we'll be back out in the kitchen in, about 10, 12 minutes from now to plate this up, and we'll see the wilted spinach. And again, go to our website, VirginiaFirst.com, to get this recipe and all of them that you see right here on your Fox 2127 Morning News. We'll be right back. Look at us, back out in the kitchen, plating up some salmon.
Yes,
this is potato crusted double horseradish salmon.
Yes, from a very hot pan.
Okay, here's the thing. You literally said we're not going to touch the hot pan in the last segment.
Yes.
It was sitting on the stove over there, on the burner.
Yes.
and it just kind of looked crooked. To me, it felt like it needed to be turned just 15, 20 degrees.
Touch, right?
So it burned my hand. So how did I react to it? I smacked my hand on the counter.
These are coriander, folks.
They're not going anywhere. There's no give. So I compounded the burn with the pain of that, which then sent a jolt into my shoulder.
That's your throwing arm?
No, thankfully I'm left-handed.
Okay. All right, so we have double horseradish potato crusted salmon on some sesame and soy wilted greens.
Yeah.
Made a little paste out of Dijon mustard, fresh thyme, wasabi powder, and horseradish. Salt and pepper on the salmon. Brushed the wasabi mustard onto these fish. Rolled it through some potato flakes, just your standard instant potato.
Yeah.
Browned it. Finished it in the oven. And then sauteed a little garlic and some little splash of olive oil and some sesame oil. Threw the spinach in there, a little salt, pepper, and drizzled it with some soy sauce. Put a lid on it and forgot about it.
Can I tell you that the flavor is not overpowering?
Right.
But it's like hitting different parts of my tongue.
That's a good thing.
It really is. It's nice.
Now, I haven't tried it with the spinach yet. So.
Hey, does salmon or fish need to rest the way beef does when it comes out?
Not really.
You don't have the juices flowing?
No, not really. And, you know, a lot of times, some people, and sometimes I do it, sometimes I like it undercooked salmon just a little bit, but we didn't achieve that today, so.
No, I think this is great.
Oh, it goes nice with the spinach. The thing is not to get it overcooked and dried out.
Right.
So.
This is really tasty.
I like this.
Yeah. Not bad.
Light. So it's really lighter than I expected too. So.
What would go like a quinoa or something like that would go nice with this?
Quinoa or a couscous would do nice.
Yeah.
One of those would be good. You know, standard rice would work too. But.
Right. We seem to pair that up a lot: fish and couscous or quinoa. And again, we'll have this recipe on our website, VirginiaFirst.com, under the morning menu.
Yeah.
This guy can be found at 4404 Bramilton Avenue at the Kroger store there. And by the way, the recipes you see here, of course, all of them are available on our website, VirginiaFirst.com. But he typically tries these out the day before.
Yeah, yes I do.
So if you want to get a sneak peek of what we're going to have, go visit his store on a Wednesday.
Yeah, Miss Rose will take good care of you.
And Miss Rose will take great care of you. And we're going to get her in the kitchen one day, and she's going to make us a pie, because I hear they're fantastic.
They are.
Come on, Miss Rose, let's get that done. This is great stuff.
Thanks, sir.
Check out this recipe on our website. Let's send inside to Christina for a look at weather.
Good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Christina Montori. We're waking up a little bit chilly in some spots. Hot Springs still in the 30s, 33 degrees. We are a little bit warmer now, finally in Danville at 50. The rest of us still hanging on to those 40s. We are breezy as well, especially in the highlands. Winds out of the north and west at 25 miles per hour, 20 in Blacksburg. We're going to stay breezy today, but we are going to enjoy plenty of sunshine as well. So overall, not a bad day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s in Covington, Lexington, and the NRV. We're looking at the low to middle 60s through Roanoke, Lynchburg, Smith Mountain Lake, Martinsville, and Danville. Tonight, it will be cold. Temperatures fall to around freezing for areas along and west of the